Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today I'm going to hopefully finish this piece that I started yesterday. This is a drawing that I'm making specifically for a benefit show that's going to be put on, I think, not next week, but the week after. Anyway, it's the first Thursday of April, and it's to raise funds for a local cat shelter, a no cage, no kill cat shelter. It's really good. I already knew of the cat shelter before, so seeing it's actually a local brewery, craft beer brewery, putting the show on, it was just like a marriage of so many things that I already like: art, cats, and alcohol. So today I'm going to finish this with markers. That's why I use marker paper. One of the reasons I use marker paper. I was thinking I would make these yarn balls a rainbow. Maybe I won't do, I'm thinking about it now, thinking out loud, I won't do just a single color, at least on these front ones, because yarn these days is super cool. You can get all kinds of cool different like combinations of colors and stuff. So like maybe with this one I could do, instead of just red, I could get a red and an orange and kind of do stripes as if it's, you know, red and orange intertwined as part of what this yarn is. And it's nice since I'm not trying to, this isn't meant to be super realistic, it's actually meant to be super stylized, so I'm not going to really have to, I don't think, worry about what the color looks like until I put it down. I'm pretty sure I can just pick a color and put it down and it'll be good. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with that red, and for an orange color, how about, I want something that'll stand out but also won't get lost. Maybe something like this. This is actually a yellow, but well, they'll probably bleed into one another. So let's start with the yellow because it's the lighter color. I'm just gonna do some sort of stripes. The stripes can also help because if I make them curved like this, it will make the yarn look rounded, which is supposed to be. Each of these strings of yarn. I've got to finish this today because the deadline for submissions is tomorrow, though I emailed them last night to verify whether the deadline is just for signing up or the deadline is for going and dropping your piece off. They, you know, it's a brewery, so they're not like an art gallery. They didn't think about that kind of stuff, I don't think. They just said, looking for art, support Simply Cats. That's the name of the shelter, Simply Cats, because it's a cat-only shelter. And that's part of the reason I think they can be no cage, because they're just doing all, they're dedicating all of their energy to the cats. There's nobody else to worry about. These stripes will also help make it a little less confusing about what the heck's happening in these tangle of lines here. I'm not trying to make them evenly spaced necessarily. I don't want them to connect like from yarn string to yarn string, so I'm just making them look kind of random. That's what I'm going for. Like some can be in a sharper angle, or some can be closer together, or some can be thicker than others. some of these yarns that are really barely exposed, not necessarily putting anything on those. Okay, there's a start. Now let's put on this red color. I'm just going to put this red wherever there's not this orangey yellow. I'm going to put this piece for sale too as part of the show. The way the show works is it's supposed to be a contest, you know, and people vote for which art piece they like the most. But the voting actually doesn't matter, like who wins doesn't matter to the fundraising effort. What matters is that people want to vote. Like, the pieces need to be, they need to encourage people to want to buy the tokens with which to vote. And the tokens is where the money is coming from for the shelter. So the tokens are purchasable, and therefore it doesn't really matter which piece you vote for, or you probably are allowed to vote for multiple pieces or vote for a piece many times or something like that. But from the point of view of raising funds, all that matters is getting people to buy the tokens in the first place. So that's what I've had in mind while working on this, along with the fact that I didn't have very much time to create something. But like, I figure, so something simple and eye-catching. Simple means that I can get it done fast enough, and eye-catching means that people will see it, notice it, and maybe consider voting for it. That's why I'm doing these bright, vivid colors, because I think that stands out a lot. A bright rainbow of colors, that's what I'm going for here, is I want it to be a big rainbow. And I don't want it to be like a muddy rainbow, I want it to be clear and vibrant. So far so good for this. This is kind of fun because I'm just filling it in, not really worrying about shading or anything right now. I am going to do shading because I want to, you know, make it as good as I can. But first I've got to put this base color in. Something else I thought of yesterday after I finished the line work for this, so I decided to scan it in at that stage, even though that wasn't finished for me, because I thought it looked so clean but also detailed that it could make a good coloring page. And that's something else I asked the venue that's hosting the show whether they would like this idea where I print a bunch of these, you know, just on my inkjet printer at home, and sell them as coloring pages, all like in front of my work or something, and then all the proceeds from that, like sell them for $1 each, and all the proceeds from that can just go straight to the shelter too. I don't know how many would actually sell, but since it's clearly for the sake of raising money for the charity, maybe it would encourage people to buy them, because I wouldn't be getting any money off of the coloring pages. If someone wants to buy my final piece here, then I'm gonna still keep half, because I'm still putting a lot of work into this. Put in 2 hours yesterday, probably going to be 2 hours again today, so that's 4 hours of work. is easy, but it's taken a while. I thought I'd use colored pencils on this, but then I decided not to because this marker paper is so smooth. I'm sure the colored pencil would come off on it, but I don't think it would be as good as on a slightly more textured paper like maybe Bristol or something like that. Probably won't put this much effort into the getting multiple colors onto the yarn once I get to the background ones, because that's the marker tip is so thick that it's I don't think I'd be able to do it without the colors bleeding a lot into each other, and there's no point putting that effort in if they're just going to bleed into one another anyway. Oh, it looks so good. Maybe something else I will do at the end. It won't show on digital copies of this, but it'd be great for the show if I did. I was just thinking about how there's so many cool different yarns that you can buy, and it just crossed my mind, oh yeah, they've got those cool metallic threads and stuff, and so like, oh, what if I use some of my metallic markers, metallic paint markers, at the very end to give it a nice little shiny, you know, like if I did little silver strings in here, or little gold strings in addition to the marker colors. I think that would look really cool because it would really stand out. Hopefully, as long as the venue is well lit, it would really stand out at the show too and catch people's attention. It's one thing, it's like, well, I know it is possible to replicate metallic in printing, but in order to do it is so much work, and of course you have to have the equipment necessary to do the printing, and then you have to, like for an actual print where you want to replicate metallic, you have to go in and define each little spot that's meant to be metallic I need to get more famous before that's going to happen for me. To get prints of my work where I've used metallic stuff and it's actually printed out metallic. Alright, so next color, since I'm trying to be really vibrant, I think I'm going to not, for the most part, I'm not going to do what I usually do, which is, like for this red, I would use like a reddish brown as the shadow color, but I want this to be like a vibrant, bright rainbow. I don't know if this is dark enough, so I'm just going to use darker shades of whatever color group. So like since I use red here, I'm just going to try and use a darker red as the shadow. Oh, I do wonder if maybe I could still do like a purple as part of the shadows. Let's test this on a little scratch sheet. Oh, that's not going to be dark enough. Oh. I just want to stay away this time from earth tones, and I'm only going to use grays on the kitty because the kitty is supposed to be a white kitty. But even on the kitty, for its ears and for its nose, I'm going to make them super bright pink, not the toned down pink, more natural pink that I try to get. I'm going to see if I could do a purple. It's a little test. Let's find one that's deep in shadow. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, I kind of like it. Let's start with this. Dang, I like that a lot. Even works on the yellow. Ooh, this blue violet is great. Okay, guess I should decide on a light source. I was just gonna kind of do probably centered and coming down like on the kitty so it's well highlighted. So maybe for the yarn ball here, maybe it should be more in shadow as it gets over this way. But then again, this is all the top here. Wow, as it dries too, it doesn't really show up as well on the camera, but it looks so bright for a shadow. I'm glad I thought of this. This looks good. You know what? These kind of remind me of Wormy from Sesame Street. Who's that? Big Bird's best friend or something? Wormy. And it's so cute, and it's just on two little wires. The way it moves. It's so tiny. It just crawls along. Yeah, it reminds me of Wormy. Wow. Glad I decided to look at this because I'm really happy with how this looks. Wow, it's just looking so good. This is such a good shadow color for these colors. This piece has been fun so far because even though it's for a charity show, so I definitely want to, you know, do my best and do what I can to make a piece that will earn the charity lots of money. It's less pressure than like a commission, or even less pressure than like a birthday present. Because like this no one is expecting anything specific of me. And I'm able to just, I don't know, just do stuff. This is a much more free piece than commissions and things. Or like the Patreon rewards and stuff where I just want to make sure to do my absolute best. And it's not like I'm not trying to do my best here, but it's like for something like this, if there's a little mistake, I don't think people are going to be like, oh, that piece is so ugly, I am out of here. I'm not going to drive people away from the charity event or something. Wow! I'm so happy with this. I've never done something quite like this yarn ball. I've never colored something quite like this before. And I mean, like, I guess I mean both this style of coloring and, you know, what this is. What the object is meant to be. This is exactly what I wanted though. This is the super bright, vibrant look that I really was going for. Dang, dude, this is just 3 colors and it looks awesome. I didn't even use this. To be honest, I don't feel like I need to use it. I think I can just move on. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bit here. That looks brilliant. I'm gonna look at it. It looks so different too. Like, when you're looking at it in person, you can really see the colors of each marker. You can see the yellow, you can see the red, you can see how this blue violet interacts with both of those colors differently. But then when I'm seeing it on the screen, on the video, it just looks like awesome shading. Like kind of comic book style or something. Man, I am chuffed. That is awesome. Alright, well, put this one, this darker red that I got out, and put that away because I'm perfectly happy with this. I'll just do maybe my silver or a gold or something, or even just a white gel pen over the top for highlights, or maybe I'll do the metallic and do white gel pen. But I think that's good enough to be getting on with. How about the next ball of yarn? So here I got red and yellow. Maybe I'll do, goes with orange. Maybe I'll do an orange and blue. Because I don't want it to be so rainbow-like. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, orange. Like, I want it to be a little more random seeming. But I do want it to have that nice harmony that a rainbow has. But if I do so it's like, okay, maybe I could do orange and yellow or something, but those are such close colors. Or I could do orange with like red spots in it or something. But when I'm thinking orange and blue, for one, that's the colors of the college team here. It's super popular, Boise State University. But also, it's the main colors of a ton of shonen manga anime characters. So it's just like two good reasons to try to do orange and blue together. The only thing is, it can be dangerous to do orange and blue next to each other if the orange isn't strong enough. I am going to test them. If the orange isn't strong enough, the blue will just make it look like, it'll make it green, because even though it's an orange, it'll be so yellow that... Okay, I think... Now look at that. Those two go well together. That's not turning green. Or if it is, it's so dark. But what should I do? Should I do blue spots on orange yarn? But I also like blue and red together, especially this color blue. Oh yeah, look at that. That is my favorite combination, blue and red. Keep that one up there. What should I do? And I did want to keep darker stuff up front too, bolder colors up front, and fade to lighter colors as we go to the back, because it's fading away in many different ways. The lines are smaller, there's less detail, and then I wanted the color to also get... What should I do? What should I do? I think I will just start with blue spots on an orange yarn ball, because I don't want to do all stripes. I want to make it different, the way that it is on real yarn. Real yarn has tons of cool different ways that it is. Designs, materials. That one. Okay, let's give this a shot. Let's see what it looks like with the orange on it. I'm going way out of the lines of this inking because I just want to make sure that when I frame it, there's not going to be any spot that's like, oops, I forgot to color far enough. Here it was pretty clear, but right here it's a little, there's not as many lines to guide me. That's something I could have drawn now I think about it. For a local fundraiser like this, doing something Boise State colors, Boise State theme, that's always popular. Our teams have never been as good as when I first moved here though. And that's sad because it means that it was just, you know, those players carrying the whole team, and then once they graduated, it fell apart. We've gotten better since then though. But never back to those glory days when my grandpa, who, you know, he'd call to talk to me, but he didn't really care about anything in my life, you know, he's just calling to talk to me. But when he heard that, oh, I live in Boise, and I was going to Boise State, and he's like, oh, I love that. game against Oklahoma State, and he like talked to me about it every time after that. He'd tell me about it as if I hadn't heard how much he loved that game. If we got a National Women's Soccer League, I'd be a lot more soccer league team. That's the sport I care most about, team sport I care most about, but nearest teams are Portland and Seattle. Oh, and Utah's getting a new team this year, so that'll be interesting. Salt Lake City's getting a new NWSL team, but my heart is in Seattle, so my team is the Seattle Reign. That's all I really care about. Just like watching their games. My favorite player has stayed on that team the whole time. I'm so happy about that because I don't know what I would do if she went to a different team or if she no longer played for the NWSL. Jess Fishlock, she's so amazing. Even in the very first season of the NWSL, when the team in Seattle Reign was suffering from a lot of problems, she was just phenomenal on the team. Even though our team was the second to last at the end of the season, like our team was horrible, but she was so awesome. Oh, hi, Ryan, SL Ryan 09. I'm glad you think this is adorable. I'm trying my best. I want to make something that people will want to donate to the cat shelter for. I'm using Copic markers. I'm using the classic style because they've got the Chow, the Sketch, and the classic. They also have wide and refills. But I like the classic best because it has the biggest reservoir of them all, so they last the longest without having to be refilled. And I love these markers too because I bought them like 10 years ago or more, and only now am I really having to start refilling them, like now maybe the past 2 years. So they lasted so long, so much use without going dry. Another thing that's great about them is that they don't stink. I first started with Prismacolor markers because I couldn't afford anything more, and those smelled so bad. Wasn't even like that nice, oh, I'm gonna get high off of this or something like that. It was like, oh, just terrible. So with this blue, I wonder if this will work the same as this, or if I should get a different color. Test it on my test sheet. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. But maybe a lighter one would. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. That doesn't show up at all. Put that one away. Let's use this one again. Hope I get the same nice effect as I got on the red yarn. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oops. I guess if the light's coming down, this wouldn't be casting a shadow on this. draw any shadow there. It's really dark at the top. And make it darker at the bottom too. Yeah, not bad. This blue violet's doing pretty good on this too. Looks a lot darker on this. But I still think it's a good choice. Like this color that's its neighbor is not dark enough. In fact, it makes the orange brighter. So that one's no good. Maybe even more shadow here. Yep, that's good. Okay, oh yeah, I wanted to keep this one separate. I'm keeping all my colors that I've used so far off to the side, just so I can remember what I've used, or maybe reuse them for ones in the back so that it kind of ties the back to the front or something like that. But now what should I do for this one? Let's see, we've got maybe I could do, because I did really like these two colors next to each other. So maybe I could do a yarn ball with mostly this. But what else? Maybe I could put two other colors and make it different. Put two other colors with this. Maybe green? Because green is the, I was going to say the antithesis. No, what is it? The complementary color to red. But I still want it to be a nice, really bright, vibrant green. I want it brighter than that. Oh, this one looks bright. Ooh, yeah. Those two. Looks kind of faded on the screen. Oh well. Okay, so if I do that blue, this green, what else? Another blue? Blue green. Let's see. No, that's too dark. I need a brighter blue green. What about this one? Kind of Easter colored. Ooh, that's beautiful. It's really light, but yeah, I'll do these three for this one. And I think I'll just do stripes again. Maybe I'll make them really sharp angles so that it still looks different from its neighboring yarn ball. I love this color. It's so pretty. leave it there for that one. Now let's do, I wanted to make the yarn ball still mostly this blue, so I'm going to do it last. I'm just going to do this green right next to all these stripes. All these, so the green next to the blue-green stripes. Wow, yeah, they look great together. These two colors. I'm going to be careful though, it's kind of overpowering. Don't get it too close. You can't tell. If I cover it with this green, you can't tell the blue-green was there. So I'll probably have to be careful with this one too, in order to let all three colors shine. Really covered it with that one. Oh well. Could be that's the way the yarn was. It fibers weaved over one another, etc. Wow. Aw, it just looks gray on the camera. It looks great in real life. You just have to trust me. Ooh, yeah, this is really bold. Be super careful, not overtake the green or blue-green. Oh, yes, I love this red with the blue next to it. It looks so good. Blue's my least favorite color, but certain blues are just so beautiful. Yeah, like, so I've had this marker, this one that I'm using, I've had it for at least a decade, and yet it's still super juicy. There's no way I'm going to be needing to refill this one anytime soon. And it's weird, I've had a cheaper marker that I got out of an Art Snacks box, and it was one of those really, you know, low quality, no name brands, and I had it for 3 years, maybe used it half a dozen times at most, and I used it for a lucky dip at the beginning of this year, and it was almost completely dry. So that's why I think I made the right choice in just jumping from Prismacolor to the top of the line brand, because yeah, it's a big investment to begin with, but you really get your money's worth. As long as you're into markers. If you're not sure about whether you like markers or not, then it's buying the whole set like I did is probably a bad idea, because you could waste a bunch of money if you end up not liking markers in general. But that's something else, because you could think you don't like markers, and then it could just be because the cheaper brands are crappy. And you don't really get to experience how great they are to work with, how great they can be. Here, my kitties meow. I just fed them right before the stream. And it was the second time I fed them today. Glad this ink dried nicely overnight. I knew it would. I've done drawings on this paper before, but was just kind of annoying how I kept smudging the ink because it dried so slowly last night, or not last night, geez, yesterday morning, during my stream yesterday morning. Oh, it's too bad. The what is it? Blue-green. Overall, when you back up, it visually it just totally blends in with this. If you look closely, you can see the difference, but it's kind of lost. Oh well. The star of the show is not the yarn. It's actually supposed to be the kitty. Just want the, what would you call this? Star of the show? The supporting roles? Yeah. The supporting roles need to be just as strong, or they'll take attention away in a bad way. I don't know if you could hear that. There's some sort of bird quacking out there. But it wasn't a duck. I saw it fly away. That was cool. Never heard such a bird. Oh, real thin line right here. Okay, got it. Wee wee. Okay, I think this dark purple that I like, this blue violet that I like, I think, look at how great these look. Look at how wonderful. I love that. I love bright rainbow colors. Okay, I got distracted. I was just wondering if I should use this for shadow too, or if maybe I should go with like a darker one. Oh no, that's much too dark. Maybe there's just a... What about this one? Nah, not dark enough. There's one more. Blue violet I haven't tried. Just washes it out. I don't want that. I want it to stay vibrant. It's just I'm not getting this. It doesn't seem as powerful, this marker. It doesn't seem as powerful on the blue as on the orange right there. I may as well just try it, and then worst case scenario, I can either go over it again, or I can get a different color and go over it again. It might be alright. We'll see when I'm done. Wow, yeah, it looks good. Dang, this color is perfect for what I'm trying to do today. Nice and vibrant, even in the shadows. I was saying earlier how I contacted the venue about this so I could offer the coloring pages thing to help raise more money, etc. But I haven't heard back from them yet today. I was hoping to hear back, you know, in the morning, but I guess they are a brewery first, so probably even people who are marketing directors don't go to work at normal business hours. I think that looks good. Especially once I add some white gel pen or something for highlighting over the top. So now what we've got red, orange, there's blue. I haven't done yellow yet, but I wonder if I should maybe do yellow over here. I could do a green one here. Yeah, I think I'll do a yellow one here. Maybe I should just use the same yellow. But what would go with it? What would be a good color? Maybe I should do a half and half kind of thing where it's, instead of these little stripes, it's like an even amount of this color and this color. But what would be good? Could just do another yellow. What goes good with this color? Maybe if I just bright yellow and a dark yellow. Cadmium yellow. Let's see what this is. I have a feeling it's going to be super bright. Yeah, I'll go with that. Whoa, almost dropped this. Ooh. I wonder if I should do something like... Okay, I've got an idea. I'll make it like some strands are entirely one color or the other. Because it'll be like they're twisted together so that it's just so long that it wraps around multiple times before it changes color. I think that's a good idea. Try not to get the kitty. Oh, I'm gonna get the kitty. Color these in already. I'll do a couple stripes to show where they twist together, so it's not just one solid. It'll just be like, yeah. They're both so light you can't even tell the difference on the camera. Oh well, it's okay. I'm going to keep starting with this lighter yellow. Here's a smudge mark. This will be a perfect place to put a darker color. There, no one will know, except for people watching my video. I like this one. This one's kind of fun. Too bad it doesn't show up that well on the camera. I wonder if this... kind of jumping ahead though. Yeah, that seems too dark for this. Maybe this one? That seems pretty good. But where's this one? Guess I'll let those dry and see which one I like best. Because these are pretty heavy shadows, so I'm thinking I'll probably go with the middle one. Whew, man. I just flexed my calf because I have my foot resting on my chair leg, the bottom part. And I'm so sore from yesterday's body combat class. That's a good thing because I haven't been getting sore from it in a while. So it's like, oh, I'm not really strengthening my muscles anymore. I'm just getting a cardio workout. So I actively made myself work really hard, punch really hard, jump as high as I can, squat really low. And it seems like it worked because I'm sore all over. It's kind of cool though because when I first started taking this class, I was sore like without even trying. Like I was just super sore all the time after every single class. But what I realized recently is I didn't have to like put in the effort because my mind felt like I should be able to do that much, even though my body wasn't actually 100% up to it. And I think what's happened is that I finally reached the point where my mind was like, this is how much you should be able to do. And so that's why it was like I wasn't having to put effort in anymore to get the movements done. So now I have to actively engage. So I guess I was saying it's cool because that means I've gotten really much stronger than when I first started the classes, like back in May or June last year. Okay, one more group of light yellow as well. And I think I'll leave it at that. So I didn't actually draw anything to show where the yarn ball ends and the, you know, because I didn't want to put a lot of work into this little area where that's like, why bring attention to this corner of the face? Like, I want attention on this part of the face. So I'm just gonna leave that, even though it's like, where's the yarn ball? But that's okay. Oops, I wanted the darker color. But that's why I start with the lighter color, so that I can just cover it over if I need to. Yeah, this one is a fun one. You know, I'm kind of remembering, I think I have metallic markers in more than just the typical silver, gold, etc. I think I've got like blue and purple and stuff. I need to go. I'll wait until I'm done, but I need to go see. Because that would be great for like this one. If I have a blue metallic marker. Let's do a couple. Let's do a stripe here. A couple stripes here. I'm getting a big collection of markers over here. Okay. So I do like this middle one. I'll do that one. For the shadow, you do the shadows where the yarn is casting shadows on itself because of the overlapping layers. This definitely isn't as vibrant a color for shadow as this, but it's definitely better for how bright these yellows are. I don't think it would have looked like shadow if I had used that darker one that I used on the other three. Oops, oh kitty. Oh well. So I can try my trick, which is use the colorless blender to kind of spread out the pigment. We'll see if that works. Guess I'll keep that handy too. Just gonna put this little shadow down here. This seems like it needs to be darker. Maybe I'll do more here too. It's not looking spherical enough, and I think maybe if I put more shadow at the bottom, it'll help. Oops, got it on the kitty again, dang it. Same spot and everything. I think that's a bit better. Okay, 2 shadow colors. So now what? Maybe doing a green. A green. Shall I stick with this one? Could be cool to do a few different greens together and just make the whole thing like spot after spot after spot after spot. Maybe I'll just keep the cap off. See what colors I might use for such a... because they'd have to be a lot different from one another. That's not very different. This is in the green family, so I guess I'd have to get a blue-green, a different blue-green than this one. A powerful blue-green. And it really stands on its own. I think maybe this green itself. Oh, that's much too close. Dang it. Okay, so I will keep this one. I'm gonna keep this one. Let's do another little test. Do this one and this one. Do this. Then I need a yellow green that can stand on its own. Do this one. Yeah, that's ugly. No. You'll just choose a different green than I tried before. No, so ugly. I want a bright, vibrant green. This one. But it'll make it too blue. Too many blue greens. Look at this. That's pretty. How do these look together? Ooh, definitely different. And you? How do you look? Ooh, yay. This. I think that's good. The middle color isn't coming across very vibrant on the camera, but it is. It's much more vibrant than that. It's dark. It's very dark, but... Okay, so... I'm going to do... use the big end. adding in some of this dark stuff. Oops. Okay, now I'm going to go to the smaller tip. Trying to like feign randomness, and it's a lot harder than I expected. It's easier to just do stripes. Okay, I think I need more dark green. Like this part doesn't have any dark green. And let's bring it all the way up too. Ooh-wee. Ouch. I was hitting my leg on this desk. The light's really reflecting on that in the camera, but it looks pretty good. Now, what? Gosh, a huge pile of markers now. Which shadow color? I'm thinking probably this darker shadow color will be best. Oh, it's really strong, that light green. And on the blue, it just looks like pure this color. It's not like blending to create a new color. Okay, I'll start with the lighter one first for the shadows on this. And then if necessary, I'll go over it again with the darker one. Maybe I'll go over it in the areas where that dark green is. So that the dark green gets a really nice dark shadow. Blending the green. That dark green is pulling it around. That's okay. This adds to the shadow effect. I'm gonna get a look at this. I actually don't think. I don't know if I really need to go over it again with the darker color. It's not having the same shadow effect as here. But since both of these using the same lighter color for their shadow, it actually kind of matches in a way. But it also doesn't look that dark. I think I will, at least in some places. Like over here, where it should be really dark. so what have we got here? I haven't done a purple one yet. Haven't done a purple. Ooh, nice stretch, nice stretch. Haven't done a purple one yet, and I'm also thinking maybe I'll do pink. Do a purple and a pink one. But where should pink, maybe pink be? Pink and green always look good together. Purple and yellow are complementary colors, but I just want to make sure not to do too dark of a purple if I do that. So I'll start with pink. But what kind of pink do I want? Maybe this? Light pink? Sort of a sakura color? Ah, it's really light. Something more vibrant than that. What about this one? Begonia pink. Ooh. I actually like these colors together. Trying to think what I should do. So I've got stripes, stripes, spots, spots, really long stripes. Maybe I'll do one where it's a light color and the stripes are dark instead of how I've got a dark color and the stripes are light. So just color this whole thing in with this first. Hi, my senpai. How are you doing today? Gosh, it's almost 12 already. Might have to go over again today. Did I go over yesterday? I feel like it did. Okay, what I'm gonna do sets of 4 stripes. Or what would be 4 stripes. I like that. I think that looks cute. And I'm thinking I probably should use the lighter shadow color on this too. Gosh, even the light one is really... Maybe you need to use an even lighter one. That's so dark. this one isn't very light either. I mean, it's too light. Maybe I should venture either into the blues. Let's see. Let's see what a blue. Kind of like it, but I don't know if it looks like shadow. Maybe I will use this lighter purple. Now that it's dried, it kind of looks more like what I was expecting. Let's see, this is B21. B21 goes here. Oh, no, no, no. This bigger one. I mean, smaller one. Is this the right one? This is so dark. Crap, did I use the wrong one? Oh no, I didn't. Is this the same? It dries so differently. This color dries so differently. Oh, it turned out really good. How perfect. There was a kitty hair on my kitty drawing. Alright, so I've got pink next to the green. What should I do for the last one? Probably should do purple. No, there's not a very wide range of purple colors in the Copic Copic Classic set. That one's pretty dark. I don't want it to be too dark in between these two really light ones. There's not much to choose from. This is more like another pink. There's only 6 violets, only 6 pure, like, V violet markers. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Still looks kind of pink, but at least it's a lot different. Let's see what it looks like next to this. I don't like it next to the yellow. What is this? Pale lilac. Oh, that is sure pale. Dang, maybe I shouldn't do purple. Hi, Wolf Axe 2. Yeah, I think so. I think the shading really helps too. Using a brighter color for shading. Really happy with the results. Yeah, maybe I won't do a purple one. So this pink one, it's either going to look too much like the pink. Yeah, maybe I'll look at the blue-violet. It's a little more blue-violet to choose from. Or the darker end of blue. I need to do another sample of that yellow to test colors against. Because I want it to look, don't want it to be too stark of a contrast between this yellow. Now we're starting to get farther into the back. I don't want attention back here. I want the attention right here. Let's see, yellow 15. I'll put that one away. Wait, not putting that away, but this way. B24. Didn't really like that. Oh, maybe a blue like this. Tahitian blue. Ooh, that's really pretty. This. I think that looks good, and it's like really different, I think. But what should I do with it? Maybe I should do the yellow. That looks really good. Although maybe I should do a red color, because then they could come together. Ooh, or I could do a violet with the blue, and then that'll make it purple. Let's see. What the heck, maybe I'll try one of these pinks first. Oh no. No. There's one of these purples. I'll look good with this. Actually, this one. What was this? Was this lilac? This is why I wish I had my swatch sheet. I wish it wasn't packed. The first one, the first yarn ball. That looks kind of nice. Maybe it would marry these two together too. Let me see. I don't like it with the yellow though. Maybe I will just do this blue with yellow. Because they look so nice together. Is it cadmium yellow? I think so. Yeah, that's my favorite one too. The very first one. I think it turned out really good. I'm kind of considering doing the same thing again and just like doing it with these two for this one. I don't know how this purple works on it though. But thank you for coming back. It's nice to know that someone was interested enough to check it out again. Let these dry. See which one I like better for the shadow. I just really like these two together. It's so pretty. It's like vibrant. It makes me think of going to Tucanos, the restaurant. Oh, so I will, yeah, I'm just going to do the same stripes again. This time it's blue and yellow. I'm glad it's relaxing while you work. Do you have a stressful job? Yeah, that's probably good. Aw, thank you very much. That's a really high compliment for me. Because I only started this in January and my husband was like, you should talk more so people know what you're doing. So I've been trying my best since then. And I thought maybe it would be helpful for people who want to learn from the videos or something, and at least it makes it more interesting. Yes, I love this color combo. It looks so good. Thank you, Wolf Axe 2, for suggesting blue. This is so lovely. These two colors together. So I was definitely not thinking of doing more blue. I wonder if these are B04, no? I was wondering if they had similar numbers, but no, they're way off on number. Dang, I like it so much. Yeah, that's true. Man, I can relate to the stressful month. I'm definitely... Thank goodness for this streaming for me as a streamer, because I probably wouldn't be getting any work done at all if not for this. Because I don't have very many viewers or anything, but just the idea of I'm telling people I'll be there, so I want to be there just in case someone wants to watch, and that's like getting me up, getting me out of bed, getting me to get my art supplies out. So stressful. I hate stress. Stress is stressful. It's like I'm aware of it. I'm aware that I'm stressed out, but it's like being aware isn't enough to get rid of it. I'm glad Twitch added the creative to their streaming, because what I used to like to do was I had a couple art people I like to watch on YouTube, and I just like to watch them make their art, and I don't know, it wasn't a tutorial or anything, I just kind of like to watch it. So now Twitch has this creative channel that's like what I want to do. It's what they were doing for me on YouTube. So pretty. I wish that someone would make me a scarf with this yarn in reality. Blue and the yellow looks so nice. And these two work really well together, because even areas where they're touching one another, they're not turning green. That's really important. Oops, just drew over it. I could barely see it. I drew over it. Goodbye, yellow line. There's a little bit of it left. goodness. Man, I think that turned out great. I need to do the shading on it though. I have a huge pile of colors now. That's what I wanted, a nice rainbow. So, out of these shadow colors, I don't know. This one's so light. This one's really dark, but I like that on the blue. So the lighter color on the blue just kind of makes it look gray. And kind of the same thing up here too. Since the yellow is such a small part of it, I think I will go with the darker color for the shadow. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That is exactly the look that I want. Yeah, I think some of the colors on the yarn balls didn't turn out quite as nice as others. But overall I'm getting what I wanted, which was a really rainbowy look. Missed a part up here. What's that? Oh, well, what it is it's not just like you give art to the shelter or, you know, something like that. I've seen stuff like that, but this one was unique. I've never seen something quite like it. It's from a local craft brewery, and it's actually going to be an art show. And they didn't explain explicitly how it was going to work. They just said, you know, people will vote for their favorite piece during this art show, and all proceeds will go to Simply Cats. And so I had to ask, I was like, how does voting and proceeds, you know, how are those related? Because it's not intuitive to me. And they explained that where the proceeds are actually coming from is these tokens that people need to buy in order to vote. So it's going to be an art show, a benefit art show, and so they're trying to get lots of people to come. And whoever comes, whoever buys these tokens to vote, then all the money from the tokens goes to the cat shelter. So that's why I'm trying to create a piece that is really eye-catching and pops. Because it doesn't matter if people want to buy this piece, it just matters if they want to vote for it. Because I don't know how much the tokens are going to cost, but I imagine it'll be like $1 or something like that. Or, you know, like $5 for 10 or that kind of thing. And then that way people can donate even though it wouldn't be as much money as someone who just wanted to buy this piece outright. I am going to have this for sale as well, with half of the purchase price going to the cat shelter. And then I asked them if they'd be interested in an idea I thought of, which was the black and white line art here, which I already scanned into my computer. Print that out as coloring sheets and sell those for like $1 each, and then all of that money could go to the cat shelter too. I don't know if they'll be interested in that, but just trying to think, what's all the different ways we could raise money? So this is a good shelter. It's no kill. It's also no cage, which is incredible. The cats are just all out, and they get to be in rooms with windows like normal bedrooms and stuff. So they have like an environment that's more akin to living in a house. So I thought it would be really good to to do something. And my husband, again, was one who was like, this is perfect for you and you need to do this. So that's why I'm trying to get it done today. Yeah, the coloring pages, I don't know if they would actually sell, but it's like it wouldn't hurt anything to put them out. I hope that the brewery likes the idea. Because I figured I could just like have this on display and then have the coloring pages underneath. And people could just like put their donation in a box, or I don't know, to pay for it at the bar. I don't know. But hopefully they'll like that. I'm not sure what color to do next. So these I didn't want to do multicolors. I just wanted to do, and I wanted to start getting paler as we go farther into the background. So I think I might even need to put away most of these colors. Like this, yeah, this. Okay, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Put some of these away. Yellow, 38. Yellow, 15. Where'd it go? There you go. This pink I'll keep out. It's nice and light. I could use it on another yarn ball. Red, violet, 14. This one was nice and light too. Oh, that's like Easter. Okay, green 14, blue 6, blue green, oh wait, blue 6, blue green 5. Yellow red 7, red 27. Okay, let's start with these. Where would these be good? Maybe. I don't want two pinks touching. I'll do one right there. Another thing I thought about the coloring page idea is if the coloring pages were actually underneath the art piece, then maybe people could like see the coloring I did and like get inspired and be like, oh, but I would do this, and then they would want to buy it so that they could actually do their preferred way of coloring or something. Maybe by the time I'm done with my stream, the what was it called? I forgot her title. The person I emailed about this show, maybe she'll have emailed me back. Getting so close to lunchtime, but I still have quite a bit to do. But I've got to finish this today. I need to go get a 6x9 frame. Frame it. I thought it would be great if I can find a frame that has a 6x9 mat in it. And that way I won't have to trim this. I can just cover it up with a mat. Now, I need to see which, probably going to end up using the lighter, blueberry. Probably end up using the lighter one for all these lighter colors. As in days and months? Well, in those terms, I've been streaming since maybe the last 2 weeks of January. I don't remember. And it was sometime in January that I started. Dang, that's quite dark. Maybe it'll dry later, but I don't like that either. Maybe I should go to a blue. Tried that earlier, didn't like it, but maybe I'll like it now. Oh, this one. It's kind of fun. On the pink. I don't know how shadowy it looks though. Oh, this one. Phthalo blue. Maybe something a little lighter. Just a tad bit lighter. Ooh! This one. Right here. I think I like that. Let's try it. Oops. Even though I didn't actually draw any, didn't draw in all the lines on these back ones, I was going to still do shadows to give the idea of the lines. Wonder if maybe that's too light. I guess so. But it's so dark. This one is this big color right here. It's just so dark. Well, this one is like behind two more. Maybe that'll be okay. I'll leave it for now. But what about this? I think I will do this one. This yarn ball. Okay, got a pink, got a greenish. What else? I'm gonna do another red. You know, light kind of red though. What's this? Prawn. That's what they called those monsters in What's It Called movie. I love that movie. I can't remember the name of it. Man, this one's like leaking bad. I like the color though. I'm gonna do this. Actually, what the heck, I'll use this side. be careful not to let it bleed into this other color. Well, the black ink lines are thinner here, so it's easier to have it cross over when you don't want it to. A little right here too. Right there. Oh yeah, I like that. I didn't think about that, but kind of makes you visually connect the dots here, and that brings a nice line right through where I want people to look. I want people to look at this kitty, so maybe I'll make this one orange, because then that will do the same thing right there. Ooh, cool. I didn't think about that. Now though, which color should I use for shadow? Oh, this one seems fine. Let's do these first. I'm not trying to be as super logical with these lines as with the more detailed yarn balls in the front. Just trying to make sure they look like something is overlapping. Okay, let's do an orange. Again, though, I want it to be brighter than what I did before. What's this? Is this the one I just used? This is the one I used. I think that's brighter. Might be the one I used here, but that's fine. So let's do the same thing right here. Yeah, I think it is this color. Oops, I hit my lamp. Hit my lamp with my marker. Oops, went out a little bit. Oh well, can't fix it. That is what is great and also tough about physical media art. Okay, probably do this dark color on this too. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just want to look at it for a second. sort of weird noise, and then I realized it was my dog drinking water. Yay, it's looking so rainbowy. This is what I wanted. Now, got green here, got pink, orangish color. I'll go good here. Red, orange, yellow. I need something that will not be too similar to all these. So I've got pink and pink. And this orange is kind of the same sort of, I don't know, kind of pale. I don't know if I should do another green next to a green one, because then they'll blend together. Maybe I should do like a light blue. What's this one? Ooh, that's pretty. Probably dry even lighter than that though. Maybe I should save that for farther back. Do something a little darker than that. This one's literally called light blue. Then I don't know, it'll be blue, green, blue. Grr. Maybe I should do... Alright, what do I have? What do I have at my disposal? I'm gonna use pink. That's orange. Green. I can't really do, I mean, I guess I could. I guess I could do a purple. What's this? Okay, what the heck. Yeah, but it'll be right next to this, and it's so close. So close. No. Oh, maybe I need to do another red. I'm gonna do a different red. Then with that idea of drawing the eye, if I do another red right there, it'll draw it off this way, which I don't want. So maybe I should do a blue. I just need to look harder. I have a huge range of blues at my disposal. And blue greens. What the heck? Maybe I should do this lightest one. That's the only way I won't. It's the only way to look really different from these. I don't remember what color that was though. I should have kept it out. Here's Robin's Egg Blue. It's different. But maybe it'll look alright. Let's give it a shot. At least it doesn't matter that much if I go into this green yarn ball with this marker. It's actually kind of nice. Since there's no reason to draw attention this way, maybe it's not a problem after all to just have 3 in a row of really similar color. Now my color palette's really reminding me of Easter. Easter eggs. Alrighty then, what color should I use for the shadows? Is still good? It's really dark on that, maybe not. Don't know if this will work. Blue on blue. No. I'm gonna get something else. Oops, put this in the wrong spot. That'll be too dark. How about this one? Blue, violet, 00. That might be good. At the very least, it won't be too much. Might not be enough. Just don't think it's enough. But I didn't do more on these. Maybe I should just leave it. Don't want to bring undue attention over here. Attention right here. Alright, what else? I haven't done an actual yellow yarn ball in this background lot yet. This yellow. Zip it. Not very vibrant. Oh, this one's better. Let's try this one. Where should I do it? Guess I'll do it next to the orange. My husband is home. I wonder if he noticed me through the window that I'm not done streaming. He's bringing me my lunch, which is just high protein yogurt. No, he didn't come in the door. I think he noticed me. Man, I thought I would be done by now. I haven't even started with Kitty yet. I gotta finish this today. Don't have any choice. Now, which color on this yellow? Oh, that's way too dark. This one? Oh, yeah, he definitely went in the front because his mom's dog is barking up a storm now. I want to eat my lunch. My high protein yogurt. Well, it's high protein, it's low carb, low fat. And where I really need the help is the fat, because I've been trying to watch my macronutrients, trying to build up muscle, and I just love fatty foods. My fat is always super high. Carbs are actually usually spot on without trying. And my protein is usually low. So this high protein yogurt is perfect for me. Because it's also low calorie, because I'm also trying to lose fat. So to do that, you have to have a calorie deficit. I've actually been doing really good with that. With how stressful it's been this year. Oops. Shadow colors go up here. Coming along, it's coming along. What next? What next? Maybe like a true green now. Oh, it still needs to be pale. Or, yeah, it needs to be getting paler. What's this? Lime green. Not particularly vibrant. Here's its neighbor, willow. That's better. Let's do this one. Oh, man, you think it would be easier to just fill in the background since I'm not doing such detail like up here, but it just takes just as long. Because I want to pick the perfect color, that's why. We'll go with this darker shade this time. For this green color. Oops, got on a pink a bit, dang it. So Easter. It's so pretty, these colors. Oh boy, I'm getting there though, I'm getting there. We've got 2 reds, 3 what I'd call blues, 2 greens, 2 oranges, 2 yellows, 2 pinks. This is blue too. If I consider this green, then there's 3. Maybe I should do a red-orange color. Then it would really emphasize like how big this one is. It would emphasize by having 2 similar color. Yellow, red. That's an interesting color. Not particularly vibrant. Oh, something more ginky. Yeah, these are kind of like brownish golden colors. I want them something more than that. But I don't want this same orange. Although, I don't know. I should just do. No, I want it more red. More red. What's this? Salmon red. It's really similar to its neighbor on here. Don't want it that similar. Something else. What's this? Peach. As expected, it is more of a pink color. There's light orange. I think I kind of like it. Oh, maybe it should be saved for farther back here. Oh, yellow, orange, go to yellow, red, I mean. It's getting hard to pick colors. There's one called lipstick orange. No. Cadmium orange. I don't know if this is the color I used here. I don't like it. I don't like it overall. Yeah, maybe I will go with this. What the heck? Let's just go with this. That's alright. Okay. Probably this lighter color. I don't know, it doesn't show it very well actually. Maybe that's blue. I don't know that that's much better. Go with the purple. Okay, now we're done with all the ones that had any sort of indication in ink of the rows of yarn wrapping around. Now I think it's time to start really going pale, going like pastel pale. This color and this color is actually already pretty good, but since I've already used them, I think I want to use something else. So I'm going to put these away first, get them out of the way. Red, violet, 21. Blue, green, 13. Yellow, 6. Yellow, 6. Green, 24. like I'm playing bingo. Yellow, red, 04. Yellow, red, 02. Red, 24, and B, 2. Alright. So what shall I start with? I've got this blue and red together, which actually look really, really nice. What should I put up above them? Maybe yellow? What's this? Buttercup yellow. I'm really filling out my scratch sheet today. That works. Dang it, I'm gonna use the small side for here. Oh, this one's nice and juicy. I'm really starting to be able to tell which ones need a refill and which ones are still going strong. You can really tell the difference in the smaller end because it's like it dries out more if there's less pigment or alcohol inside, because it's just such a small space, doesn't really have room to hold much to begin with. So these back ones I'm not really going to do, I'm not going to do any of this, I don't think. Color them all in first and see what I think about it. Maybe I'll do a pink. Or should I do? There's two bluish colors here. Red and orange yellow. I'll do a green. Do a pale green here. Sea green. That sounds pretty. Oh, it looks good next to my yellow swatch. Okay, good. What's next? There's a peachy orange and green, blue right here. Maybe I could finally do a purple. Maybe I'll use one of these shadow colors. That'll be interesting. One of the colors I've been using for shadow all this time, and now it gets its own yarn ball all to itself. This one's starting to get a bit dry too. This purple. I think it's probably because I use it a lot for shadow effects. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Now I don't know if I should put it in my colors or my shadow section. I guess I'll put it in the color section because I don't think I'm going to be doing more shadows. And here I want to do a blue. It just feels blue to me. So what should I do? This mint blue? It's more bold than these other ones, but I kind of like it. yeah, that turned out great. What else? What do we got here? We have to do a red. Or I guess it would have to be kind of pinkish. What about this one? Oh, I don't know about it. That's already pink. Thinking hard. Maybe this pink will be so different that it won't matter if it's... It does look good with the pastel theme I've got going. It'll look really good together. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hopefully it won't be a problem putting two pinks right next to each other. I guess I should have done a different color. It's too late now. That's what it is. It is what it is. So we got blue, pink. I think this green will look good right here. It's not totally ruined. It's somewhat acceptable. Thank goodness it's just in the background. It's just the background. Nobody will look there. Nobody will look. Don't look. Don't look at me. Got this yellow, but I gotta... I think I want something else here. Got the green. I want to do that purple. It's right here already. There's a blue right here. I want to do a red, but there's no way to get a red that is pale without just picking a pink. Maybe I'll do like a brown. I said at the beginning I was going to stay away from browns, but maybe this one little area. I don't know. Maybe I should just do blue. There's blue right there. Green. Oh, maybe I'll do... Oh, but there's so much yellow right here. Red, orange, yellow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I think this pink is bugging me. Okay, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna do something about it. Dang it! I know. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna combine colors. Let's see what happens when I do this blue color over this pink one. Something interesting might happen. I didn't think the background would be this hard to color. I didn't think it would be this hard to choose a color. There. It's not particularly pretty. It's kind of cool. You can see pink, blue, pink, blue. At least it's different. Break this up a little bit. Feels so much better now. I even feel like putting yellow here like I thought. Yay! Put this pink over here. I've got so little left to do. I've got to finish this background. And do the kitty. The kitty shouldn't take very long since it's a white kitty. Pink corner. Kitty is looking so nice. Nice little kitty. You know what? Maybe I should do some color under the kitty here. I'm gonna bring this yellow under here. Oh man, it's so far past my lunchtime. I'm getting kind of hungry. But I must finish this. Okay, then I'll take this. Take the blue, take this purple. I think I like that better. Oh, I just got a little bit distracted. What should I put here? Blue over here already. Pink. Are there any other pale colors I can add to my lineup? Red, orange. I guess I don't really have a pale orange color. Unless I use this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I want to do a swatch next to my rest of my swatches. It's definitely the most vibrant of these. Pastel, beautiful pastel colors. Now what here? I put pink here, and put blue. So close to done. Okay, we've got blue and purple together. What would break that up? And there's green right here, so I guess it's gonna have to be... Pink is too close in color, so let's do yellow. Alright, now over here, I'll do that purple in this corner. Although, wait a minute. Got this weird combo blue here. Orange. spot in the background. Purple, blue. Do that orange. Do that orange and then it'll be orange, orange, orange. Oops, wrong size. So close to done. So close to done. Okay, so I think that looks good with the background. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be bold and detailed, and then just pass on up into. Though with how these lines are so dark back here, since I used black ink, let me hold it up so I can look at it straight on. Yeah, I think I should put a little bit more. I'll just do whatever matching color is, so like I just won't do it as detailed. Some matching color for the green. Maybe I'll use, what will I use? Yeah, I'll use the purple. Yep. For the purple, maybe I will use the pink. It's not really a color that shows up well. Yeah, it's, you can't, I'll go with it. Can't really see it. But it's just the background, so. Blue. Purple? Yeah, purple looks good on the blue. Oh darn, pink hardly shows up at all in the orange. Green. What was I using? Purple. Did I get them all? These little color splotches, I won't do anything. But the stuff that actually had... This really doesn't show up on here. The stuff that was actually outlined in black ink just seemed like it needed something more. Oh, this orange is just not showing up at all. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I think I like that better. Yeah. It's more gradual. Feels like fully lined, partially lined, and then only marker. Only lined with marker. Okay, now it's time to do this kitty. So definitely wanted to do its ears and nose pink. Oh, you know I should do shading first. What color? I mean the fur. I will do neutral gray. Start with neutral gray 1. So hopefully it is probably. Ah, I've got to be super careful around this green. Dang. Brought some out onto the little kitty. Okay, I do want to put the pink in the ears first, and then I can color over them with the gray. Oh, dang. You know, I thought I was gonna be done, but actually I remembered I wanted to do all that detail stuff. Dang it. Wanted to add the metallic ink and really make stuff stand out really cool. Aw, it looks so cute, the pink ears. It's just so cute. Wish I could see when my kitty's sleeping right now so I could see how the eyes should be. Aw, thanks for sticking around so long. I don't normally stream this long. I'm like going an hour over my normal time, but I really want to get this done. I'm glad you've been here chatting with me. It's always nice to have someone to slightly distract you. It really is. Because it's just like a nice little break every once in a while. And you can regroup Maybe I can use my colorless blender a little bit. Ooh, make sure this doesn't have... It's kind of stained from other colors. Sometimes I've found that it still has that pigment in there and you're like, ah, crap, because you just put it down a color in an area you didn't want any color. It's okay though. It looked fine. Now I'm gonna let that dry to see how that blending works. I can go to the next color for the body though. Which one is it? 2. And some more gray one. One, 2, and 3. That might actually be enough. But I did want to do my favorite thing, which is put, I'm gonna do a test. Put this purple shadow on it. Should I use this one? I gotta let it dry. I also like doing, that's not even pale enough. I like doing a little bit of blue too. But I usually do it with colored pencils. Still so vibrant. This one I just tried. I think it is Frost Blue. The very lightest blue. Yep. I think I'll keep it. Let's see what this looks like. It's really dark. Oh, what about this one? Blue Violet 31, let's try that one. Ah, that's better. It's really subtle, but it makes the cat more colorful too. Now I'm going to do this blue. Maybe I like this other one better. This blue-green. Cool shadow. I think I'm going to have to blend it a little bit. Thinking hard about this kitty. Not using a reference. I'm just trying to make it look believable. Whew, got a huge pile of markers. Plus all these. Oh boy. Yeah, I know my neutrals here. I kind of want to bring this shadow all the way over here. Don't usually use zero of the gray sets, but I feel like I needed it for this one. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna put these markers away. Put think I might be done. So if I let it dry and I still feel satisfied with it, then I can move on to the detail work and it can finally be done. Blue 1, yellow 21. I think I'm done with these. Green 10, blue 21. So colorless blender 4. Four grays, 3 shadow purples. Okay, I need to do more on the nose. Oh, that's not doing anything. And that's hardly making a difference. A more vibrant pink, I guess. What's this? That's better. Now I'll use this super dark one. Okay. I am done with that. Blue violet 31, blue violet. Wait a minute, I got these out of order. 8, blue violet 8. Wait, what? 31 goes over here. 23. Man, I got these all out of order. Okay. 0, 4, 8, 23, and 31. Alright, sweet. So the marker is done, but the detail is not done. I'm going to put all these markers away. Okay, I need to go get some white gel pens and my metallic paint markers. I'll be right back. I knew it. I knew I had some metallic paint markers that weren't just actual metal colors like silver. So this, I've got these Letraset markers. Letraset? I don't know. But anyway, it's gold. There's red, gold, silver, and like gold. But there's also, what is this, blue, violet, and green. So I can add some cool, I was thinking probably only to these ones in the front that have the most detail. I can add some cool marker effects, and I believe these are double-ended too. Here's a big end and a little end. Hopefully I did not... hopefully it hasn't been too long. So I don't know how well these hold up over time, like if they dry out or what. Hopefully they are good, because they've been capped, they've been stored horizontally in a drawer. So this is a much darker blue than this one. Just adding a little, what I want. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You can barely tell. Just trying to give it something that'll reflect. That'll reflect light. I'm only drawing this in places where light would be hitting it if this picture were a real place. Let's do the red gold, I guess. These are darker than the colors. Hopefully it's coming out. You know, I'm not really seeing any reflective properties. Maybe this isn't going to be as great of an idea as I thought. Well, I've started, so I've got to at least continue on this one. It's just kind of drawing a matte shade, not really reflective. Maybe it's because of the paper I'm using it on. Maybe the marker paper is sucking it all up. Dang, that's a shame. I thought I had a great idea going. It's just gold. Don't want to mess it up. It's not really reflective. Like the blue is, you can barely, and the gold that I just applied is like nothing. There's no reflective property at all. And the blue is barely noticeable. Dang it. I guess I was hoping these would work out more like my chrome paint marker that I got from an Art Snacks box. That thing was freaking shiny. I don't know if I should even try using this on anything else or if I should just leave it. Yeah, it just kind of looks like a... Maybe if I was doing it on a bigger area, like a big splotch of gold instead of little lines, but it's not working out like I thought. Dang, dang, dang. Oh well, I added a little detail to that one. These aren't going to work out for the rest though. Well, that's going to be the case, and all I really have left at my disposal. I mean, I do have that chrome paint marker, but there's not really anything I want to put chrome on. So I'll just get my white gel pens and finish off this kitty, and maybe put a little extra details on here with the white. I guess at least the good thing about that is it's less work to finish. Because I am well over my streaming window. I'm over an hour late for my lunch. Getting kind of hungry. Okay, whiskeys. This kitty needs some whiskeys, but I'm going to make sure, do my best not to let them come past this. because the kitty is behind this huge yarn ball. Same thing with this red yarn ball. Oh, my stomach is complaining. This is why haven't you fed me? I've waited patiently all this time. Ah, good. It's as I hoped. The white shows up. Well, you guys can barely see it, but it shows up pretty well in real life on top of that gray. And it looks good in the ears, but it looks like it's not showing up on the camera very well. And let's do a few sticking out here. And make these more interesting with a few lines. Make them look more fluffy. Since it's sleeping, I won't do a little highlight on the nose, since when cats sleep their nose gets dry. Let's do this. I need my bigger one. Hold on, I'll be right back. I have returned. Get this, clean this off there. I want this bigger one for this part of the kitty's back. Yikes, the ball is gonna scratching. Hold this open. Oh, let's do some. Let's do a big one. Got all these nice highlights on the kitty. Now I wonder if maybe I don't need to worry about doing highlights on the yarn. I think it actually brings a nice focus onto the cat, because this ink is even brighter white than the paper, so even on areas where I didn't marker, it's standing out. It actually makes me think maybe I should add a little bit more. If I add it to the yarn too, then maybe that would take attention away from the cat. Dang, I wish this wasn't like squeaking. Come on, you can do it. The cat is our main character here. This fundraiser is for the cats. I think that's good. Oh, okay. And I'm going to call it good. I might give it one more look over later. But I've put way more time in this than I expected to. I thought it would take two-hour sessions, and it's taken more like 2-hour session and a 3.5-hour session. I really think that is good for the white, that I shouldn't add any more to the yarn. Being able to see it framed, I think, will be even better. So yeah, I'm gonna call it good here. My stomach is rumbling. So thank you everyone who watched today. It was great to chat with a few people. And I'll be back tomorrow for Chibi Friday. Thank you for watching.